Coach, I realize that they're different sports, but being that it's Super Bowl week, what impressions do you get that you can compare Tom Brady and Steph Curry, whether it's mentality, leadership? Where can you draw some comparisons as athletes for those guys?
I don't know Tom Brady at all. Obviously, he's an amazing winner, but it's hard for me to make any comparisons when I've never met someone. Somebody gave me a great stat, though, the other day. They said that Tom Brady's chances of going to the Super Bowl each year are actually greater than Steph's chances of making a three-pointer that he takes in an NBA game. Anybody see that?
I did now.
That's sort of insane.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting stat, but I can't compare them because I don't know Brady.
Okay, and then secondly, obviously the Super Bowl is such a big event, and you've been to a lot of big basketball events, but is there an event you went to as a fan or a part of that kind of caught your eye, like, wow, this is amazing outside of basketball, like this is a really big event and you were impressed by?
Probably my favorite sporting event that I went to as a kid was the Rose Bowl. Just feeling the energy on New Year's Day and the Rose Parade and going to the game and, hearing the bands and seeing the colors. And the Rose Bowl game is, I think, an amazing event. And I think that's, I haven't been back. My alma mater still hasn't gone there. That's my hope and my dream that someday they'll end up there. But we're still for whatever.
Steph, Chris Alvarez from ABC7. I saw on social media recently you congratulated Tom Brady for getting to the Super Bowl. I wonder what your first initial meeting was like with him, your impressions and conversations you have. You take anything from how he trains or mentality and implement that in your game and your basketball life?
We've been Under Armour brothers for a while, and I met him in 2014 at the Preakness out in Baltimore. We just lost to the Clippers in the first round, and so I had some free time, and I went over and met him there. We had a fairly decent conversation, and a lot of it, to your point, was seemed like he always was trying to pick up nuggets himself on like other guys from different leagues, and just that competitive fire seemed to, even in his middle of his off season was still, you could see it in his eyes. So, you appreciate greatness. It's amazing. 7 years later, he's still chasing Super Bowls, and it's one of those. Every time you see him, in the bright stages, you can't not watch. You expect greatness to happen. So we'll be watching next week and see if he can get it done.
Does seeing Brady play at the level he's been playing at motivate you?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a different sport, different position, but it's definitely an awareness of the little things that you can do that I've been doing, that I'm doing now, that I can do going forward to make sure your body is able to recover, able to stay, in prime condition, so that you give yourself the best chance to be ready for season after season after season. And then you make the necessary adjustments of what your game needs to morph into or things like that. But at the end of the day, the approach and the discipline that he's demonstrated on what it means to be a professional athlete at that level with that, longevity, it doesn't happen by accident. So there are things that you can do to put yourself in a position to stretch it out even farther.